I met Larry first when I first started at the company. It was about 6 months in, and we were in the tribal admin certificate program together.
I know I met Steven working here. I was in class with John Hurst, but we went to Steven Alexander's house.
John came over and brought some of his beers, and immediately my family and friends, Larry, we were just all completely ecstatic about the beers. Like you created this is phenomenal.
I started homebrewing just about 11 years ago now. So I started right when I came on to San Manuel. It was with an old buddy at a previous job, and we decided, we were going to try it out. And it was something I fell in love with, and I just kept doing over the years. And I had always wanted to do kind of some sort of business. I had that kind of entrepreneurial itch, right? And I wanted to do something.
We started talking. He's like, yeah, I made this myself, homebrew. I've been doing this for a long time. I was like, oh, right on. And as most things go, when you're drinking with your friends and being responsible, we were like, hey, let's open a business.
We are business savvy individuals. We work for an amazing enterprise that allowed us to do that. So now that we had the foundation, we said, hey, let's get serious. Let's actually build the business plan, see what this model looks like.
There were a lot of things and unknowns that we didn't know about. Buildings, searching for the right place was what was on our mind, right? Finding the right spot. Let's go there. Let's find the perfect location for what we want to do. That was difficult, right? Because there are things that are great about some places and not so much about other places. So it took us a while to kind of find that right place that made us all feel good.
Well, the experience from Yamava, I'm in facilities and I've been doing this for, again, 32 years. So I was able to bring that experience as far as the structure, the planning, the building, and everything that goes with that, the mechanical, electrical, plumbing part of it into that, along with everything that we're bred with here is that it's guests. We're here for the experience, the guest experience, and that's what we create, and we do that with everything we do now. It's always we. It's never I at the brewery. One of us may brew something, but it's we brewed this. We have gold certificates, we have, some amazing beers coming out. So everything that they've taught us here is what we push out to the brewery.
My experience within this organization that's helped me to grow this brewery too is so many things. Honestly, our brew would not have come into fruition without this enterprise and this organization when it's offered to me too. Some of the things specifically would be the TACP program, where it allowed me to build my leadership skills. The Employee Engagement Task Force, where we did a lot of collaborations and a lot of enhancements for the organization and for the frontline staff too. Toastmasters is a great one. It put me in a bunch of uncomfortable situations that I wasn't really ready for. Was able for me to articulate and especially use rhetoric when telling stories, which also helps at the brewery, especially when the guest comes in for the very first time, and I'm able to walk them through the steps, some of the beers, some of the environment around too, and make them lifelong guests.
My employment experience here at the enterprise really showed me quite a few things. So I've had an interesting journey here at Yamava. I started in guest services as a floor supervisor, went into slots as a supervisor, and then moved into transportation, kind of moved up the ranks a little bit as an assistant manager, then manager. And then once I received my MBA from the University of Redlands, I really sought out for a position in finance, which is what my degree was in. And I was given that opportunity, which was great. And I was put into a role that I was made. It was brand new, and it was something that I just had to tackle. And it was almost like starting a business, right? I didn't have anything to go off of. We hadn't had it prior here. And I had to just figure things out, and I had to build it from the ground up. I would say that experience in itself is really kind of what prepared me for opening a business, because just having to do everything and understand what it takes, and my role now in continuous improvement is to help other folks and work with teams that like Steven and Larry have now and help them improve their processes. So when you look at that as a whole, it's like, what better experience to have opening a business than that?